take a look at Miami. When it comes to playoff seedings, they're in a dubious position right now. 9th place in the conference. And, of course, Milwaukee, well, they haven't had the season they wanted so far.
I think for the Heat, they know what this month is all about for them. They just have to be aggressive and punch their ticket for the play-in. But that could be easier said than done.
And the starting lineup for Miami. Andrew Wiggins is out there with Norman Powell. Then there's Mitchell. Then there's Tyler Hero. And it's Adebayo in at the center spot. Pulls it. And the shot is good. Dropping it off the front of the rim. Clark heading into the postseason. Some teams have bet it all on star power, while others have bet on chemistry.
Hey, I think continuity and chemistry are really the most important components to winning the championship because every team in the league has talent. Some have more talent or more superstar talent, but you've got to have a chemistry, a continuity, a connectedness that helps you work through the tough spots in the season and certainly in the playoffs.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Doc Rivers. Coach brought up the challenges that Bam Adebayo poses on both ends. He told me offensively, Bam doesn't force much. He gets his points within the flow of the offense. He's a great finisher and facilitator. And defensively, he can guard anybody. He might be the most versatile defender in the league. Brian, back to you.
Great work, Allie. Thanks. And Kevin Porter picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
I have to admit, it's always a tough decision for the ref on the block charge call.
No problem for me with that call. He was still sliding right there.
Miami, no good that time either. Milwaukee has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Dang shot is off. For Miami, they've gone 1 for 3 so far. The kick out to Wiggins. And the first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. And he's in the books. Now 1 for 2.
Boy, Wiggins does it in so many different ways. That scoring versatility of his, special. This time he got it done in the painted area.
And no question, Bam Adebayo, one of the best all-around big men in the league.
Yeah, even as his efficiency has waned just a bit in recent years, he remains steady Eddie on a nightly basis. A two-way player who gives you a little of everything.
Now here's Powell. 15 in his last outing.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
Outside Adebayo. Blocked again!
Well, they need a better effort than that to get it past Turner. He is an elite rim protector.
Dang, gets the bucket. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for Milwaukee.
They've been pretty intimidating on the defensive end, knocking away shootings, containing shooters, and making it tough to find looks.
And I think we've also got to talk about the tempo they played with right from the get-go. They've been deadly in transition, too.
Now here's Antetokounmpo. He's got 5. Hero on the wing. And he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
Rising above the rim, Wiggins encounters very few defenders who can beat him up at that apex.
Heat trail by 6. And here's a timeout from Eric Spoelstra now. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. And Grant, for everything else he's accomplished, Giannis hasn't quite mastered the three-point shot.
And he hasn't had to, B.A. You want him inside, hitting on those high percentages, shutting down the lane defensively, and, of course, controlling the boards.
Jaquez is checked in for Mitchell. Powell, it's good.
For a high-volume three-point shooter, Powell is quite effective and efficient.
Here's Antetokounmpo, and he knocks it down. He's 3 of 5 now from the floor.
You cannot shoot the ball much better than he is right now.
The Heat making a switch here. Larson's checked in.
Miami substitution. Number 9, Larson.
Pass to Adebayo. And Adebayo slams it in.
What a confident dunk by Adebayo. He knows there's little the defense can do once he's elevated.
Turner. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. Such a unique player, Clark. Miles Turner. He's both a floor spacer and a rim protector.
There aren't too many guys like that in the league, BA. I mean, those are two very distinct skill sets, and to have them in one big guy like Turner, that's certainly something you relish and appreciate.
Hero, no good.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Let's go with a three. And Porter hits from deep.
And their offense looking like a well-oiled machine.
Yeah, shots falling, off to a very good start offensively as a result.
Now here's Hero. No points yet. For three. Drops in the three.
Yeah, what an assertive move by Hero. Dropping an emphatic answer three.
Antetokounmpo for three. Jaquez grabs the board. Heat trail by 5. Hero for three. The shot won't fall.
That's exactly how you have to defend him on the perimeter. Can't allow any space.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Thanks a lot. Giannis Antetokounmpo talked about what keeps him going. He said the most important thing is to stay humble. At the end of the day, I realized that I wasn't supposed to be here. I'm just happy, and I always want to be better and do better for my team. And that's what gives me joy. Back to you, Brian.
You got to respect that mindset. Allie, we appreciate the report.
Boy, the added work in the weight room for Giannis coming into play there. I mean, you got to send an army to try to stop this guy.
And here's Hero. He'll bring it up for the Heat. 4-point game. There's the double team with Porter. And Kevin Porter picks up the foul. That'll be a second foul of the game.
Already with his second foul, the coach has a decision to make here.
Catching up on the changes for Milwaukee. Green comes in for Jang. And it's Gary Trent Jr. in for Rollins. Miami also changing it up. Ware's checked in for Andrew Wiggins. Powell comes in for Larson. And Yakachonas subbed in for Tyler Hero. 5 on the clock. Here's Adebayo. It's Milwaukee with a rebound. Tough loss coming against San Antonio in their last game.
Defensively, they weren't up to the task. Didn't play as a cohesive unit, and it really hurt them.
And, you know, that's all about effort, and I'm sure their coach let them have it for the lack thereof. Boy, somebody lit a fire under this guy. I mean, he's crushing it right now.
And again, no good by Miami.
Hey, sometimes the best looks don't equate to points.
And so it's Milwaukee closing out this quarter with a 7-point lead. They've been aggressive in transition and find themselves in front. And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. All right, what stands out to you from Milwaukee in this one?
It's simple. When you can protect the rim the way they have, it's a big advantage.
Yeah, you know, you have a guy in there blocking a bunch of shots or multiple players blocking shots. It causes the offense to think twice when they go up for shots in there.
We've got Green, Cam Thomas out there with Gary Trent. Then it's Bobby Portis, and it's Kuzma in at the 4-man position. That's the group for Milwaukee right now. And he's going for the oop here. Alley-oop up top, hammer it home.
Beautiful setup on the alley-oop.
Great catch, great flush.
Boy, I tell you what, that's the play we'll remember if they can put together a little surge to break this game open.
Heat trail by 4. And we played through the first minute here in the second. Powell for 3. Rebound, Milwaukee. Next up on the schedule, the Clippers. That'll be a home game, and they'll be reaching the back half of a 4-game home stretch. And it's in there.
Those are the looks they want to continue to generate.
And here's a timeout from Eric Spoelstra now. Coach taking this moment to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. Milwaukee making some changes. Jang, he's checked in for Trent. And Giannis Antetokounmpo is subbed in for Thomas. Mitchell's checked in for Miami. And we know how loyal Giannis is to Milwaukee, but trade rumors continue.
Yeah, it's just a reality when you have a superstar player, but not much of a title shot. The sense is Giannis deserves to make another run at it somewhere.
The Bucks leading by 6. Over to the wing. Fires for 3. Gets a hand on it. Pass to Jang. From behind the arc. The rebound by Ware. The Heat have gone 2 of 4 here in the second quarter. Now here's Jaquez. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
This is how you force a defense to collapse. Kick the ball right inside.
Kuzma outside. Antetokounmpo for three. Mitchell grabs a miss. Heat trail by 4. Pass to Ware. Jaquez against Green. Jaquez, that's good.
Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
Antetokounmpo up top. Jaquez covers. Antetokounmpo can't connect.
No matter how good you are, it's tough with the defender draped all over you.
And here's a timeout from Eric Spoelstra now. He's going to take a moment to give him a breather and talk things over. So for Miami, Adebayo's checked in for Jaquez, and it's Hero in for Larson. Green against Hero. Pass to Powell. Lets it go from deep. And again, no good by Miami.
And you never want to give a shooter like him a clean look.
Here's Antetokounmpo. And that basket makes him 6 for 11, shooting a good percentage.
He is certainly one of the few true franchise cornerstones in the league. Few guys can take over a game like the Greek Freak.
Here's Hero. From out on the wing, he knocks it down. Hero's got 5.
You want to run your offense through him, a reliable scoring option.
And so timeout here by Doc Rivers. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players. And some changes here for the Bucks. Miles Turner, he's checked in for Portis. Rollins comes in for Green. And it's Porter Jr. in for Kuzma. And Miami with a change here too. Fontecchio's checked in. Right wing. There's the 3. And another miss by Milwaukee. And so it's Mitchell who brings up the ball for the Heat. They've only given up 6 here in this quarter. Porter with the steal. And they're on the run. Some nice passing by Milwaukee here. Antetokounmpo can't connect.
He has not been at his most efficient this quarter.
Here's Fontecchio. Here's Adebayo. And Adebayo slams it in.
Oh, my! That's why we have those breakaway rims.
Dude, he risked pulling the whole thing down to the floor right there.
Boy, that was a great dunk, and we've got a great game here.
And we're joined now by Shams Charania. He's calling in with a story. Good to have you, Shams. What's going on?
Thanks. With players signing rich extensions, highlighted by Devin Booker's 2-year, $145 million max contract, we're quickly approaching a time when so-called supermax players will be making over $1 million per game. As shocking as it sounds, the reality is that the best players are already worth more than that to their teams.
It's all about results. Thank you very much for the report, Shams. Grant, since he's coming to the league, what's jumped out to you about Hero's development?
Well, I've liked seeing his growth in running the pick and roll. He's not just a giant.
Power it home!
Oh, wow!
How about the flash by Antetokounmpo? I mean, just an insanely talented athlete who loves to punish that rim.
How about that elevated look on the AT&T Connected Cam? Hero for 3. It's Milwaukee with a rebound. Antetokounmpo's got 4 rebounds now. Giannis with the jam.
It's been Giannis's night. His points have come in a variety of ways, and as usual, he has been relentless.
Here's Fontecchio, up and in from the low block.
And they had early success from the perimeter, but I don't understand how they've gotten away from that here in the second.
And trailing in this game, now is not the time to start playing conservatively. I mean, if you've got an open look from deep, let it go. I mean, you got to play freely and with confidence.
In the first half, you want to stay aggressive, but you also want to be careful. That is his second foul already.
Miami shooting their third and fourth free throw shots of the night. And even as the Heat look to go younger, this is not a team with an appetite for lengthy rebuilds, Grant.
Yeah, B.A. But one advantage they possess, when star players around the league ponder a change of scenery, Miami certainly has some great views.
Green's checked in for Porter Jr. Miami also changing it up. Wiggins, he's checked in for Ware. And it's Powell in for Fontecchio. Mitchell finds Wiggins. Powell right side. Three-pointer off the mark.
His lack of offense is certainly not helping. Tough to overcome that.
Jang. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. It's on Norman Powell. Milwaukee shooting their third and fourth free throw attempts of the game.
It's something they've been working very hard to correct and to change. I mean, they know how important it is to fix that inability at the free throw line.
Pass to Hero. The three is up. The rebound by the Bucks. Here's Antetokounmpo, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Antetokounmpo has got 22 points. Giannis Antetokounmpo has been on display for Milwaukee. He put together 10 points in the quarter. And okay, Ali, appreciate it. And folks, we'll be back after halftime to begin the third quarter.
Good to have you with us. With the season in its latter portion, let's look at the Eastern Conference playoff race.
When I look at Miami, a month left in the season, you still don't get to know where they land. Playoffs, play-in, or Cancun. A lot of options on.
And time to take it back to that first half now. How about what Giannis Antetokounmpo was doing?
When I watch Giannis,
Glad you could join us. Brian Anderson and crew are ready to take it away for the start of the third quarter.
Second half of basketball is upon us, and we may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game we've seen so far. It's been a clinic out there by Giannis Antetokounmpo.
And in the first half, he dominated in the post. He got the looks he wanted and was able to execute.
yeah, you know what? I think he's doing exactly what he has to do. Using his body, shaking off contact, and then finishing at the rim.
And let's take a look at Miami. Bam Adebayo is out there with Andrew Wiggins. Then there's Tyler Hero. Then there's Powell. And it's Mitchell in at the one. A chance here to catch up with Ali from the sideline.
Thanks a lot, guys. Well, the Bucks want to capitalize on their bigs. Coach Doc Rivers said, one advantage we have is our size, and the slower the game gets, the bigger we get. So taking opponents out of transition, making it a half-court game, allows us to be a big basketball team. Back to you guys.
Leveraging that tall timber. Ali, thanks very much for the report. Adebayo sets a screen. Powell for three. Up again. Oh, Bam follows the miss and stuffs it in.
From role player to all-star, Adebayo has made the leap. Why? Effort plays like that.
Powell with a steal. Hero for three. It's Milwaukee with a rebound. Turner's got his fifth rebound in this one. Here's Antetokounmpo. Pass to Rollins. Puts up a three, and a great assist by Antetokounmpo, and that one goes in. Antetokounmpo has got his fourth assist in this one. Now Mitchell, yet to see a basket, and Kevin Porter picks up the foul. That'll get him his fourth foul of the game. Green's checked in for the Bucks.
Into the lineup for Milwaukee, number 20, AJ.
And it's the Heat with the ball. They trail by 9. Outside Mitchell. Back to Adebayo. Adebayo brushes off the contact inside.
The moment Bam gets the ball close in, he's really hard to stop.
Antetokounmpo for three. Rebound Miami. They'll take on the Pacers at Gainbridge Fieldhouse after this one. It's the last meeting in a 4-game road trip. And it's Mitchell. The miss. The Bucks leading by 7. Outside, Green. Knocks down the triple. Green's got 7 points in the game.
Their long-range shooting since halftime has been as strong as you could hope for.
And now's the time for them to step on the gas pedal. Don't let up. Keep letting it fly from deep and build that lead. Play through the finish line, not to it. Keep the pressure on.
It's been an ugly quarter for him. Trying to shoot his way out of it. Might be time to work on the playmaking skills.
You get the sense Giannis Antetokounmpo is hungry to get another title, Clark.
Yeah, I agree with you there. I mean, he's definitely in the prime of his career and would like to add another Larry O'Brien trophy to his collection. He is getting older, but again, I think he's still in his prime, and he knows that while time is short, another championship could set him apart from a lot of the greats.
Quick look here at some of the numbers for him.
He's been playing a larger role in their offense over the past 5 games. And we see that in his usage rate, which has gone up during that stretch. We'll see if they continue to lean on him here tonight.
Right around 3 minutes into this second half. Antetokounmpo surveys. And they double up Antetokounmpo. Here's Rollins. Good. And Antetokounmpo gets the assist. Antetokounmpo has got 5 assists in the game. Heat trail by 11. All right, Grant, as someone who played for and managed the U.S. men's national team, give us your all-time starting 5.
And you know, I think I'll go with 2 of the program's all-time leading scorers, Kevin Durant and Carmelo Anthony. And finally, you have to have Kobe Bryant because of just how he reset the culture in 2008.
Milwaukee making a switch here. Portis is checked in. It's good. And he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A 3-point play opportunity. Milwaukee shooting their 5th attempt at the line in the game. Just over 3.5 minutes through the third. And it's Powell with the ball for Miami. A 12-point game. Hero for 3. The rebound by Turner. Turner's got his 7th rebound here tonight.
He had 1 3 in the first half, but hasn't had 1 since.
And Jaime Jaquez gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. And the Bucks with the possession here. 12-point lead, their biggest of the game.
And what's working here, each guy is willing to make the next pass.
Back to Hero. Jacks up a 3. Gets the 3 to fall. Hero's got 11 points.
It's turned into a showdown here. Dueling from distance.
Looks to me like there could be something personal taking place here.
You know, Clark last season saw the passing of Junior Bridgman, who played 10 seasons with the Bucks and whose jersey hangs in their rafters.
Yeah, he was a consistent, reliable scorer and just a quality teammate as well. But his legacy extends far beyond what he did in his 10-year career, which was quite impressive. His legacy as a businessman, philanthropist, community leader was in many ways unparalleled. Just a terrific guy and a great loss to Louisville, to the basketball family, but also to humanity. He was a shining star in all that he did for others.
The officials were right on top of that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without foul.
The Bucks making a switch here. Trent's checked in. Miami also changing it up. Ware comes in for Adebayo. Larson comes in for Wiggins. Heat trail by 11. There's a minute 12 left in the third quarter. From the top of the key, it's hauled in by Portis.
Yeah, just hasn't been able to find his rhythm offensively, and that's having a ripple effect.
Pass to Rollins, over Hero. Shot is good, off the back rim and in. Rollins has got 13 points here in the second half alone. Powell surveying the D. Jaquez with a screen on Trent. For three, Powell. It's hauled in by Portis. Portis has got 4 rebounds in the game. Kuzma, the pass to Trent. That three's off the mark. Heat trail by 13. Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Pass to Hero. Miami moving it around. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Hero's got 5 points in the quarter.
You're busting his way inside. Hero making sure he kept moving toward the hoop. And this kind of sick slam is just one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game right now, B.A.
You know, there's an edge the way they play and a confidence they're not afraid to show.
Boy, and I used to love going up and jamming it down like that guy.
Larson with the bucket. Larson's got 5 now. And so it's Milwaukee closing out the quarter ahead by 11 points. Getting lots of great looks, shooting it well. That's why they're up. All right, stick around. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
Yeah, and with the accuracy to go along with that vision. I mean, he put the ball in the absolute perfect spot. That's how you orchestrate it.
And as we head into the 4th, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. Giannis plays the 4 with Porter playing at center. Gary Trent is out there with Cameron Thomas. And it's Green in at the 3. That's the 5 on the floor for the Bucks. The 3 from Mitchell. Giannis with the rebound. Milwaukee leading by 13. Look at Giannis playing big inside against contact.
Adds to their lead. They've been able to rely on him all night.
Pass to Ware. Green against Jaquez. Here's Larson from the arc. He buries it from 3.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Portis, right side. Green against Jaquez. The 3. And it's Green missing. Heat trail by 12. Here's Larson. Off the mark. Had a chance there to trim it to single digits. Here's Antetokounmpo. Too much Giannis.
They have no answer defensively inside.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Miles Turner, he's checked in for Portis. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Over that last break, I got a chance to hear what Eric Spoelstra said to the team. Coach wanted his guys to ignore the scoreboard. He said, don't even look at the numbers. Just take it possession by possession, make every chance count, and we'll see where we stand at the end of this game. Back to you guys.
Okay, good stuff. Thank you, Allie. Wiggins, he's checked in for Ware. And it's Antetokounmpo with the miss.
Well, in most games, he can knock it down from deep, but it just isn't there for him in this one.
Pass to Mitchell. Wiggins outside. And again, no good by Miami.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
Thomas passes to Trent. Antetokounmpo for 3. Fires it in the triple. Antetokounmpo's got 9 points here in the second half.
He's carried much of the scoring load tonight. And with the win in reach, don't expect him to let up.
And there's a whistle. That goes on Cam Thomas. That's his first foul of the game. So for Miami, Ware's checked in for Adebayo. Norm Powell comes in for Jaquez. And Tyler Hero subbed in for Larson. Oh, and Turner with a block.
Oh, these arms of Turner just go on forever. I mean, which is part of the reason he's able to rack up the block shots that he does.
All right, guys, what's your take on the hustle stats for Milwaukee?
Well, you have to like what you've seen from them defensively. They've done well contesting shots and have managed to come away with some blocks, too.
You know something else, guys? You know, they came out of that tunnel sprinting in a full stride sprint. That translated to the floor and lots of success in the fast break game.
Wiggins against Antetokounmpo. Now Trent. Shoots a 3. That's off. Here's Mitchell. Wiggins. Antetokounmpo with a rebound. Now Thomas. Yes, sir! Banking in the layup.
They're not messing around. 5 of their last 6 buckets have come from the interior.
Mitchell with the ball, and it's Thomas picking him up. Cash from downtown!
Well, Hero takes a ton of threes, no doubt. I mean, he has the green light from his coaches and teammates.
And Doc Rivers calls timeout. He wants to make sure everyone is aligned. Given the situation right now, Milwaukee making some changes. Jang, he's checked in for Green. Rollins comes in for Trent. And it's Porter Jr. in for Thomas. And Miami with a change here, too. Adebayo's checked in for Ware. Here's Adebayo. Hero right side. Adebayo with a powerful jam.
What he lacks in height, he certainly makes up for with his bounce.
Milwaukee leading by 15. The drive by Antetokounmpo. And a one-handed slam.
And they just continue to attack, even late in the game, while they're up big.
I don't think you want to get loose and sloppy or ease up, but it is time for them to start using that clock a bit.
And they'll get another chance. Turner hits a three-pointer. Turner's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And let's face it, this one was never really in question. They came out with purpose and just overwhelmed the opposition. A great win for the Bucks.
And it was a big-time performance across the board. They looked like they were having fun out there, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., it was almost like watching a cat play with a mouse. I mean, they did pretty much anything they wanted to do out there today.
And you look at their record after tonight, 30 wins on the year.
This has been a back-and-forth season series, but after most recently suffering a loss, they managed to even the score and end things at 2-2 against Miami.
And what a huge performance it was for Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Boy, I loved his approach. Businesslike, methodical, highly productive. When they needed points, he was the one that got them.
Pass to Rollins. Wiggins with a steal. There's 39 seconds left to play in the fourth. Oh, he jammed it! And Milwaukee has possession. Wiggins with a rebound. Now Hero for three. Antetokounmpo with a rebound. They can simply hold on to the ball here.
No question, B.A. They deserve the win.
He launches. Cleared away by Mitchell. And so it's Milwaukee easily grabbing this one. We saw two different teams